In this tutorial, we have two applications. The first is an ASPNET Core application that implements a CORS policy to accept cookies from the second application. The second application makes a JavaScript request to the first application and sends a cookie. The first application then reads the cookie and echoes back the contents of that cookie, which are presented by the browser through a JavaScript alert box. The source code of both the projects is provided in the attached downloads. First of all, open the server-side website project. We have already discussed this project in the previous tutorial. You might want to go back to the previous tutorial for a continuity. And now, locate the program.cs file and double-click to open it. We have specified a default cross-origin policy that whitelists a localhost port 7277, which shall be the port of our client application. The policy sets allow credentials so that the application permits cross-site cookies. Then we have added a web API that creates a cookie and stores the incoming email address in this cookie. This web API will be called from the client application to create a test cookie of name user. So this is just an artifice to create a test cookie. After this, we have a web API that receives the cross-origin cookie. It will be called through JavaScript from the client application. This code extracts the cookie of name user and echoes it back to the client application. Next, open the Solution Explorer of the second project, the client-side project or the third-party website project. This is also an ASP.NET Core project and this has also been provided in your downloads. Locate the launch settings.cs HTML file and open it. The localhost port of this project is 7277, the same that we have configured earlier. Next, locate the index.cs HTML homepage file. Double-click and open it. Let's examine the markup for this file. We need a cookie before we can send it. In real websites, such a cookie is created during the login process, but since we do not want to complicate methods, we shall use a common trick to create a cookie. A hidden image tag makes a request to the makeCookie web API and sends an email as a parameter. The web API is on the server side on port 7276 as already explained, and as we have shown is already created. This API is already present on the server side and it causes a cookie to be created. This trick is not recommended in real projects because the call takes place whenever the page is loaded, which might be inefficient. We have done it only for the sake of a tutorial and to just keep the things very simple. And after that, we have a button to send an AJAX fetch request to the server. The fetch request sets the credentials property to include. This is a compulsory mandatory requirement if cookies have to be sent cross-origin. The JSON response is shown in an alert box. Let's test the whole system now. First, run the server application and allow the home page to open. After this, run the client application and allow the home page to open. The hidden img tag makes a call to the makeCookie API and causes a cookie to be created. We can use the Chrome helper to verify the existence of this cookie, and we can also see that its contents are the same that we sent in this cookie. This is the same cookie that will now be sent to the server side. Next, click the Click to Send AJAX request. This button and we verify that the call to /call API succeeds and the same cookie is shown in an alert box as expected. This means that our communication is complete. We sent the cookie, it was accepted and it has been echoed back. Everything is working as expected. And let's now run an experiment. Modify the server application and remove the allow credentials call. Run the server application again and again run the client application and click the Click to Send AJAX request button. We verify that the request fails. It fails this time because the server did not send the access control allow credentials header. As explained in the previous tutorial, access control allow credentials header is sent only if you configure allow credentials call on the server side. And since we removed that call, this header disappeared, and therefore the cookie communication has failed. And now CORS credentials workflow should be clear. Thank you.